Hello, people. Also, sorry about this late review, but wow, talk about an emotional episode to review. Probably the most emotional, or one of the most emotional episodes of Attack on Titan thus far. Not only because of Armin's death, but also the way he went out. But just everything, the way it worked itself out this episode, the way it was structured, and I knew something big was going to happen in season 3 and in this episode. And it started off in a big way with Levi, probably one of the best moments since the OVA of No Regrets, where Levi just went complete god mode and just messed up the Beast Titan. I did not expect that. I expected it to be more of a struggle, but give credit due to Levi. And I mentioned this last week. It is Levi we're talking about, the best character of the show. So it starts off with a father. They've been taking hits by boulders, and some of them die. Others just keep charging on their head. And what's messed up about this situation is they realize they're going to die anyway, but they can't do nothing about it. And they have loved ones that they want to see. You got one of the father say, "Oh, what am I doing here? I should be back with them." And while they're thinking this, they're getting pounded in the face with boulders, so it's messed up. And and then you got more fire in the background coming in with the smoke signal flares to distract Beast Titan, and then the Zeki or Beast Titan notices the bodies of the Titans that Levi's been carving up as he's been going along with a distraction. So the other smoke right in his face. In comes Levi, and he takes a second or two to notice. He goes to the attack, and then spinning like a Beyblade, Levi just goes up, shreds up his arm, and then he goes for the nape and the back of the neck, and then he tries to block it with his hand, but Levi's too quick, and he goes right for the eyes. Smart move, and he's not only is he blind, but man, this is a slicing session on the part of Levi. He goes for the ankles and then takes the Beast Titan down slowly but surely. He goes right for the nape again. He takes his arm off, so he can't block it anymore, and then he just rips his back apart and then pulls Zeki out of the Beast Titan. So the vessel's out, and then I think actually somebody made a comparison from Twitter. When this happened in the manga, he actually cut through not only his mouth but also his eye. It's very savage stuff, but in the anime, you only see him put his blade right through Zeki's mouth. It's still brutal, don't get me wrong. And he's about to kill Zeki, but of course he takes way too much time. He's like, yo, but I guess he needs him alive because they need to capture him because of the serum that Levi has. Now, I'm not too sure what the full story is, or only he needs somebody to become the Peace Titan, right? But he needed to capture Zeki, but turns out the deformed Titan with the I guess the armadillo face or whatever it was comes in. He tries to. It looks like he's about to tap Levi, but he just snatches off with Zeki. So Zeki's still alive, but he's messed up. So they retreat, and Levi's in disbelief because he said to Commander Irwin that he would take care of it. So the Beast Titan technically is still alive, even though he's just messed up at this point. Levi, it looks like he's about to be attacked by the Father Titans because for the first time he looked like he lost hope, but then he just snapped back into it. It's like, no, there's going to be a survivor. I promised that I would take him out, so I will. And that's what he ends up doing. On the other side of the spectrum, you have Reiner and Behold, with the Colossal Titan and the Armored Titan back on in the game. Mikasa, Armin, Jean, Sasha, and Connie are in trouble because Eren is down and out. He's almost knocked out completely. So he's on top of the wall. You got Behold, and Armin is coming up with a strategy, and Jean's like, yo, Armin, what we need to do we got Reiner to deal with, and we've got, and again, Jean with the line like, Jean with the quote of, why are you still alive? Like, again, he's got his personal vendetta with this one. I don't know if I just felt that's so ironic, but either way, yeah, like Jean asking Armin, you got a strategy in mind, and then all of a sudden, Armin comes up with the hypothesis that the Behold as the Colossal Titan actually getting thinner. Like, you couldn't notice at first, but he's like, maybe the steam that he was releasing that blew back everybody away to prevent his neck being cut up. Him releasing the steam made himself thinner. So Armin comes up with a strategy to like take down Behold, but they also need to take down Reiner. So that's where Mikasa comes in, and Jean and Connie and Sasha need to provide the distraction. And I guess they need to use one of the Thunder Spears in the jaw, but his jaw has to be open for this to work. So I love the strategy, and Armin seems to snap back into it. So Armin goes to revive Eren, who's on top of the wall, and in the meantime, he puts his trust in Mikasa and the others to try and take care of Reiner. So that's kind of cool. So it gives Sasha and Jean and Connie something to do as well. So it looks pretty hopeless. You got Armin trying to wake up Eren. Meanwhile, you got Behold questioning what the hell Armin's doing. You must realize you can't do anything. Eren, in its weakened form, what's he going to do against me? He's acting like exactly like Reiner did before. The Thunder Spear is connected with him. So it's becoming like completely arrogant about what's going on because he's changed his way as his philosophy. Like before, he was just timid on the sidelines, didn't really talk a whole lot. But now he's acting like a cocky. I guess he has a reason to be cocky because he has the colossal time. But like I said, that will come back to bite you at some point. And we see Reiner, and he's actually forgotten about the Thunder Spears. Like, what the hell was that about? I can't forget anything up until the point where me and Behold actually separated. So that's convenient for Mikasa and the others, because if he forgot about the Thunder Spears, he doesn't know how to protect himself, because he gets nailed in the ankle with the Thunder Spear. It blows him up, sends him down. And then you got Jean, Connie, and Sasha about to attack. And the attacks get through, but Mikasa notices that his mouth doesn't open, so she can't force Reiner out of the jar, which is what the plan was, because if his mouth isn't open, it won't work. So that's kind of, but Mikasa says, no, I have to do this no matter what. And Armin finally wakes up Eren and lays down the plan, and it's a suicide plan with Armin being the bait, but Eren needs to take in the final hit on the Hulk. But I was like, wait, how are they going to pull this off? Like, Armin is cool, he's actually stepping up, but what's he going to do? So, because he reminds me of Shikamaru, that he has a plan for almost everything. Almost everything. So I figured, okay, so Armin's going to use himself as a distraction, so for the first time he actually goes in, and it looks like he's about to attack, because you see this face of determination that we saw in the preview. So I initially thought that's what that was, because Eren, before the plan comes together, it's like he finally hears what the plan is. He wakes up, I guess, and Armin's like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna die. I made a promise to get out to the sea." I end up losing my nerve every time I mention my dream. So because I'm afraid of dying. So they get ready to set in the plan, but Eren apparently looks to fall over on the bottom of the wall, and it looks like the plan's going right already, or at least that's what it appears. But then the Hulk tries to attack Armin. Armin yells out, and he actually avoids the attack. So, and then comes in tries to cut him the Hulk, but it doesn't work because of the steam. Now this was Armin's plan to release the steam so he can buy Eren enough time to come in. So I guess balls to the walls when it comes to, literally, when it comes to Armin. So he takes the steam, and he's getting burned, he's getting roasted. It's ridiculous how much he can withstand at this point. Meanwhile, you got Mikasa tries landing the attack with the Thunder Spears. But then out of nowhere, third best character of the show, Hanji, appears. And I mentioned this the moment she got blasted with a colossal transformation. We never got to see the bodies. They were looking depressed about what happened to Sasha. They were too close to the explosion, but we never got to see what happened to her. So I immediately said, okay, we don't know if she's dead. So turns out I was right. She comes in, third best character for a reason. She comes in with the Thunder Spears, and everybody's surprised by this. She's like, Mikasa, go for it. It's like she finds a way to open up his jaw. Boom, Thunder Spears blow his mouth open. Mikasa stands right in the mouth. He's like, Reiner, get the hell out of here. And then I guess he finds a way to get Reiner out. And on the other side, you got Behold, who's blowing Armin away with the steam. It's messed up, and you can see his body turning red. So he's getting fried, and no sign of Eren no sign of Eren in sight. And Behold's like, what's Armin doing? He should be a lot smarter than this. He knows that he can't even get up, so he's not stalling for time. So what's he doing? And Behold's like, I'm going to put him out of his misery. Right as a charred corpse, he's like, I got to hold on. And it's like, Eren, I leave the rest to you. He gets fried. He gets burnt to a crisp. It's just depressing because he's leaving. By the way, when we saw Reiner in the Armored Titan, was it just me that thought it was weird that he was bald? But I guess he just got fucked up by the Thunder Spears, right? So I guess he decided to get a new haircut while he's off screen. So that's kind of funny. Either way, right? There's nothing recognizable about Armin. He's just burnt to a crisp. But out of nowhere, you notice that Eren, who's in the Titan form, is actually using the Hardened on the wall, and that's where Behold realizes, wait, something's off. Why would he harden unless the actual vessel himself, Eren, comes out? It's a brilliant plan by Armin. He comes in, and then he actually cuts up. He actually cuts up the Colossal Titan, which I was shocked about. That I didn't expect Eren. I expected Eren in Titan form, but Eren, just regular Eren with these blades, carved up the Colossal Titan and he actually forced Behold out of the Colossal Titan, so that's kind of cool. And he could have killed him, but obviously the whole plan was to capture them, right? So I think that could be a mistake given what's ahead, but I don't give props to Eren and Armin. Armin going out like a boss. I don't think he's going to survive this, but then again, I did say in episode 1 of the part 2, in my review, I said it'd be possible. It looks the way everything was being said, it was setting itself up. There was a red flag, not only for Commander Erwin, but also for Armin. I said there could be a possibility that Armin possibly dies, so unless they can revive a fried corpse, or maybe the injection needle, or the serum that Levi has, maybe is going to be used on Armin, but at this point, I don't know. It looks bleak for Armin fans. I'll tell you that much. But at least he went out like a boss if he did die. So, and Hanji, what's cool about this episode is 3 of my favorite characters turn the tide of this entire sequence. When it comes to Levi, Hanji, and Mikasa, they all got the final. They all got the blows in. Eren got the final blow on the Colossal Titan in his regular form. I did not expect that. And we're only halfway into season 2. We're only halfway into part 2. And it looks like the first battle is initially over with. So, I don't know it looks like we're going to have the conversation between Levi, Mikasa, and Eren. I can't wait to see where that goes. But it's going to leave me. It's going to send Levi messed up because he was like dejected at the fact that he needed a survivor for that serum to work on somebody. We saw a random father stand up and walk towards where the War Maria is. So I don't know if it's going to be used on him. The only other thing I can think of is Armin. But I don't know if that's going to work on a corpse at this point. But either way, great episode. Probably the best episode of the season so far. With Levi messing up the Beast Titan. With Mikasa and Hanji doing their thing. And Armin and Eren finding the way to turn the tide on this entire war with the Titans, and now at least round 1 goes to the humans, so there's hope. So, and there's also the basement there's also the basement to discover, and a lot of houses and a lot of casualties. It seems like a victory for the humans, but maybe the price was too high in this one. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Those are my thoughts. Please tell me yours in the comments. Like this video if you did. Subscribe to for more Attack on Titan. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.